Well. Look who switched to Wegovy. Since Eli Lilly is gung-ho on getting Tirzepatide taken off of the FDA shortage list, and that seems what they're laser focused on and have been for the last 2 weeks, and have this whole train in motion, might as well cut my losses now and make the switch, because when this comes off a compound, I will no longer be able to afford the medication, the $550 at the pharmacy, or the over $1,000 without commercial insurance. Now, is that the truth? For me, no. I will most likely stay on Tirzepatide. 99.9% sure, unless this is some kind of miracle that there's magic in this box, I will stay on Tirzepatide. But that is a reality for hundreds of thousands of Americans across the country right now. Hundreds of thousands of people are worried of what's going to happen when Eli Lilly gets its way and it's removed from being able to be compounded at 503B pharmacies. That's the reality we're in. And I was listening to the creators of TikTok and on YouTube for the last 2 weeks, and it made me sick. The privilege and the pretentiousness and the discrediting people's feelings and just completely disregard was just audacious. Absolutely audacious. I listened to creator after creator after creator. Like, oh, well, what happens if you can't afford it? Well, good luck with Semaglutide. You still have that as an option. Now, if that was me and I was listening to that, somebody being so dismissive after I finally found something, I'm on this journey and I found something that had worked for me, because Tirzepatide has worked brilliant for me. I am over 90 pounds of weight loss in 7 months. 90 pounds. And if that was me worrying about whether I could afford Tirzepatide in the next coming months, or maybe the end of the year if we're lucky, I would have so many types of emotions. And the last thing I need to hear is, well, good luck on the clearance section. Have fun with Semaglutide, because you can't play with us. It feels like the South Park episode, but instead of the rich people getting Ozempic and poor people getting body positivity, it was rich people can get Tirzepatide and poor people can go get compounded Semaglutide.
Rich people get Ozempic, poor people get body positivity.
And I heard so many creators say, oh, after all, it's cheaper. Yeah, but is it inferior? That's the question. So it didn't sit right with me, and it made me angry. So I was able to have a friend very generously give me an entire box of 2.4 Wegovy. I am going to split these doses up. I've talked to multiple doctors about where I should start, because obviously I shouldn't start on the small. I don't feel as though I should start on the smallest dose. And I don't feel like I should be on the largest dose, because on the Tirzepatide spectrum, I'm right in the middle. And so I'm going to start kind of in the middle of Wegovy. Here is the very interesting thing. I have never even seen a Wegovy pen before. And dumbass me took this out of the box because for me, Zepbound is very easy to split up the pens, because I split my doses. So I split up my pens, thinking it would be the same, and it didn't go well. I planned on putting out a video of how to split an Ozempic pen, but I lost, I don't know how much I lost, but I definitely lost some liquid. So that's going to need to be revisited, because if this is true, well, I don't think it's true, because it's not true in the Lilly pen. So Lilly says there's 0.5 milliliters in the pen, and there's not. There's 0.44 milliliters in the pen. So I'm assuming that this is probably maybe similar. But if that's true, I lost 0.2 milliliters. So I won't be showing you that video, but I will, when I figure it out, I will show it to you in the blooper roll. So I've already split the Wegovy pens. I mean, they're wildly different. Look at these things. There's no button on them whatsoever. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. There's no button on them. It's like you push and it clicks. So I don't know. I screwed it up. Oh, this is a used one, so we can play with this one. Yeah. So you push and it clicks and it turns yellow, and I messed it up. But so anyways, I got the dose out based on the 0.75 milliliters. And so what I'm going to do and what all the doctors I was able to talk to this week said to do, well, guided, suggested, they're not my doctors, they're just doctors that I know on TikTok from different telehealth companies, have suggested to do is just to go in the middle. And so I took the 2.4, divided in half, so we have 1.2. And then I'm still going to continue to split my dose because I am worried about the inflammation and the pain coming back in my neck. So I'm going to take the 1.2, split it up in the week, and I'm taking half of the 1.2 today. And then I will take half of the 1.2 in 3 days, 72 hours. And then also, too, if there might be any side effects, this would be a really good way to like kind of feather it in. And so there's not just too much in case I was overzealous. I'm thinking we can do half of a 2.4 pen. So that's where I'm at. But this is definitely an experiment. This is my risk, my body. Do not try this at home. Not medical advice. Just some idiot on the internet. So that's where we are. But I really wanted to have a firsthand account as to what it's like switching over. And that is purely why I'm doing this experiment, because so many of you are going to have to do this in the next few months. Hopefully it's till the end of the year, but presumably the next few months, that I wanted to be able to give you advice of what I went through. And the only way to do that is actually go through it. The timing couldn't be worse because I'm starting an aggressive cut. I built up enough muscle surplus at 16 pounds of extra muscle that I can do an aggressive cut. And so I actually wanted to start that this week too. So this is going to be really interesting. And I wanted to make sure that I was completely free and clear of the Tirzepatide. So normally I do a shot every 3 days, and I haven't had one in 7 days. And I'm going to tell you right now that yesterday and today I've had to fight and count every single morsel of food because my satiety is gone. Absolutely gone. And so to stick to my 225 grams of protein and my calorie limit has been the most challenging thing ever. I've had a lot of pickles today. Oh, and a lot of kimchi. Hardly any calories in kimchi. So I'm on the struggle bus. So it's going to be interesting trying to figure out my dose of Wegovy or Semaglutide this week. So that's where we are. What else? Dosaging, covered that. Pen and half. Nervous about starting. Oh, what am I nervous about starting? Well, since the GLP agonist in Wegovy, Semaglutide, Ozempic is 5 times stronger than it is in Zepbound and Mounjaro, Tirzepatide, I am concerned. Concerned about all the side effects that come with having a way slower digestive tract. I'm concerned about nausea, vomiting, sulfur burps. I'm even low-key, like, nervous about gastroparesis. Like, every time I hear somebody ask those questions to me, I'm like, oh, it's such a small percentage. But now that the shoe's on the other foot, I'm, like, legit, like, low-key worried about it. That's maybe another reason I'm doing a half of a dose. I'm nervous about it. Like, I'm going to watch everything, but it's so stupid because I'm sitting here day after day after day giving people advice. I'm like, oh, it's just such a small side effect. No reason to be worried. You're going to probably be fine. And here I am, worried. Yeah. And I've been on a GLP-1, just not this one. And do I have preconceived notions about this being an inferior product? Yeah, I absolutely do. In my head, I don't know, just like Ozempic's like Mounjaro's trashy cousin. I don't know. Like, I don't think it is as good. And I know that there's power in your mindset and there's power in placebo. That's why we have placebo in clinical trials, because it is a very powerful thing. But I do know that I have been wrong about things in the past. I was married for almost 17 years. And I didn't think that I would like going through a divorce. And like, look, it's freaking awesome. It's way better on this side. So, so who knows? Like, Ozempic could be absolutely amazing. I don't know. And I know, and like, listen, and here's my another reason for me knowing that I'm probably just being completely unreasonable is most of Hollywood. And the reason why we know about Tirzepatide, Mounjaro, and Zepbound is because most of Hollywood lost a shit ton of weight on Ozempic. So if it's good enough for them, it's probably, if it's good enough for a Kardashian, it's probably good enough for me. Setting the bar real high. So I know that I'm being unreasonable. I'm just being fearful, but fear of the unknown and unknown things like worry me and scare me sometimes. So that's just, I just want to be honest and completely transparent about how I feel, because I know that probably some of you are feeling the same way or have thought the same way. Maybe you're on Ozempic and you think it's the best thing ever. If you do, drop it in the comments. I honestly could use a little I am always encouraging you guys. I could use a little encouragement back to let me know that I'm not going to die of gastroparesis or have sulfur burps or vomit or nausea. I could use a little self-assurance right now because, yeah, I'm genuinely worried. But if you're not subscribed to this channel, it'd be a great idea to hit the subscribe button, because don't you want to watch this entire train wreck? I mean, it's probably going to be good. And I'm going to be updating soon because I'm going to have a lot of feelings, especially if the satiety, like, because I haven't taken a shot in 7 days, especially if the satiety doesn't come back like on pretty damn quick. We're going to have a struggle bus on our hands. So definitely like and subscribe and comment. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to tell you guys. It's kind of big news. I have other big news too, but we're gonna save that for a different video and give this video the play it deserves. But if you're having to make the switch, or you know when Tirzepatide comes off the market and you're gonna have to switch to Semaglutide, at least you have one guinea pig in front of you. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a wonderful week, and congratulations on your last weight loss journey.